Hello, welcome to technical session for Esri Developer Summit 2020. This session is building native cross-platform app with AppStudio advanced topic. I'm Erwin Sukianto, product engineer with AppStudio.
Hi, I'm Sudesh Pillai. I'm a software developer engineer for AppStudio.
Before I begin, I just want to set a context that this session is the continuation from the previous session, Building Native Cross-Platform App with AppStudio Introduction. The agenda for today is I'm going to spend a little bit of time just to set a context of what is AppStudio for ArcGIS, what is new in AppStudio 4.2, and some exciting changes in AppStudio Player 4.2. And we have a lot of cool demos for you today with our template, samples, Bluetooth using RFID reader, and some sneak peek into new features that we are working on today that Sudesh is going to show you. What is AppStudio for ArcGIS? If you were to ask me what is AppStudio for ArcGIS, I think AppStudio for ArcGIS is a solution for creating native app. It is a cross-platform tool that lets you create native app with one app that will be deployed into all of the platforms such as iOS, Android, Windows, Mac, and even Linux. It is also a low-code and no-code solution for creating native app. Why, you ask me? Because we have a lot of template that would let you simply configure the template with a little bit of code or even no code at all for you to be able to create that app as your own and let you publish it to the App Store. Talk a little bit about AppStudio architecture. We have underlying Qt technology that we use that lets you do this cross-platform technology. And also on top of that, we are using Qt library for the user interface. And on the right-hand side, in the middle, we are using ArcGIS Runtime Qt from Esri that lets you add all of the mapping technology that we have. And then we feel that between Qt library and Runtime Qt, we feel that there is a gap for you to be able to create a cool native app. For example, biometric technology, SQL, networking, and a lot of cool things that Sudesh is going to show you later on. And on top of that, we have a lot of template, sample, enterprise sample, and your custom app. AppStudio is a suite of productivity tools. It's not just one tool. It's a collection of a lot of tools that would help you be productive in creating native apps. The main tool in AppStudio is AppStudio Desktop. It is where you are going to create your new app and also where you are managing your app. Inside AppStudio Desktop, we have over 80 interactive samples that's going to show you exactly how each functionality works. The way I learn AppStudio is by looking at each and individual sample of the functionality that I want to use, and I'll take a look at that sample and take the source code of that sample and implement it into my own app. We also have a configurable template. We have 4 templates. We have a 3D scene viewer template. We have map viewer template. We have quick report template for citizen sign and crowdsourcing. And we also have a map tour sample that is based on story map tour classics. We also have an advanced templates. This is where you get the source code for Survey 123, quick capture, even AppStudio Player. A lot of you I know that wanted to get Survey 123 and simply just want to white label Survey 123 and to make it your own app. With AppStudio installation, it comes pre-built with a developer environment where you can manage the source code of your app. AppStudio also comes with AppStudio Player. This is a very unique tool because not only you can use AppStudio Player for development and testing usage, where after you create your app, you can play your app inside AppStudio Player. Think about it as if it is a web browser, where web browser play web pages in web browser, AppStudio Player play AppStudio app inside your mobile phone. And also AppStudio Player has become a distribution tool that I'm going to talk about later. And also we have CloudMake. This is where you can take your app and then make an executable build so that you can take the IPA or APK to the App Store. All right, that's a little bit about AppStudio. All of this are covered in detail in the intro section. Feel free to check it out and learn more about AppStudio. Now I'm going to talk about focusly on for this advanced session. It's what's new in AppStudio 4.2. We have come a long way. We had a lot of successful release in the past. The release that we just had for this Dev Summit is called AppStudio 4.2. In this AppStudio 4.2, we have upgraded ArcGIS Runtime SDK version into the latest one, which is 100.7. We have improved launch screen for iOS app using Storyboard. This will decrease the size of your iOS app dramatically. We also support iPad multitasking now. We have enhanced loading and parsing external GPS data, which is the NMEA log file. We have improved the performance of the barcode scanning. We also have a lot of new and updated sample. All of the sample that we have in 4.2 are now using the new Qt Quick Control 2.x. And we have a new sample with utility network tracing, working with QML file, and a Bluetooth printer. I have a quick little demo of the Bluetooth printer. In AppStudio, we have a Bluetooth technology. We have a Bluetooth connectivity technology. So now with this sample, we are showing you how you can send data from your app into a Bluetooth device. So in this example, we are sending a screenshot of the device, which is a map, to the Bluetooth printer and let it print via Bluetooth connection. How cool is that? We are using a Zebra Bluetooth printer in this case. Let's talk a little bit about changes specifically for AppStudio Player in 4.2. In the very first changes that we have introducing the new developer mode in app setting page. What does it mean? What it means that we have heard the feedback from you, where we have reduced a lot of developer specific functionality into the default mode in AppStudio Player, so that you can use AppStudio Player as a distribution tool for people who just simply want to use AppStudio Player as a way to distribute their app. But if you want to take advantage of all of those developer specific feature, you can go to AppStudio setting and enable the enable the developer mode so that all of the setting will appear again. We have a new custom profile that is controlled by a group using AppLink. So I want to take some time to discuss this. As I mentioned earlier, traditionally, AppStudio Player is a developer and a testing tool. But we have seen a lot of increased usage of AppStudio Player as a distribution tool. A lot of our customers have had challenges on publishing your app into the App Store. But then they found a way that they can just let their end user, the audience of their app, download AppStudio Player and then let them play their app inside AppStudio Player. Using this, we have created a new way so that you can customize the look and feel of AppStudio Player so that it looks like your own AppStudio App Store, and you can publish a set of app and web app inside that group. So let's take a look. Let's talk a little bit about how to set up a custom profile in AppStudio Player using AppLink. So first, you need to create a group in ArcGIS Online or Enterprise. You need to provide the title, thumbnail, summary, and description. Those things will be reflected into the AppStudio Player. And then share any AppStudio native app and also any web app to the groups. As you can see that you have AppStudio apps on the left in the group, and then those AppStudio apps will be shown into your custom profile. And then also we are allowing you to share web apps that will be open inside the browser view. This step-by-step it's available in the blog link that's available in the bottom of the slide that will be shared to you. And then you can configure the user interface and setting by using tags in the group. The supported tag is brand color, app title, feedback email, and language. For this example, we set the brand color to be blue. We have an app title never fill. We set the feedback email to 1234john@gmail.com. We set the language to English, for example. And then after that, we need to create an AppStudio player link with the format https appstudio.arcgis.com with the parameter group ID, and then you put the group ID in the end. And then after that, you launch the AppStudio player using AppLink. I have a demo for this. I'm going to switch to our iPad. So you can see that this is my iPad. In the notes, I have the AppStudio player link with the format of appstudio.dev.arcgis.com group ID and then the group ID. Before that, I'm going to just open the normal player that we have. This is a normal mode of a player where it shows the app that I have and also the app that are shared to me, and also sample. I'm sure everyone familiar with the normal look and feel of the player. But now look at what happened after I click on this app player link that contains a group ID. I'm going to click on this group ID, and then it detects that we have a new profile setup. In this case, I've changed the language to not English so that to show all of the configuration that you can do. I click OK. We have blue color, branding color, and then we have a never peel app title. We have these 5 specific apps that are only shared for this group, and then we have a few web apps available for this group. So you can see that all of this menu are now in the different language that's set by this group. The way to remove this profile is by going to the About page and then remove profile, and then I remove this. And then now the player goes back to a normal mode. Sounds cool? Let me go back to my slide. There are a few other exciting changes in AppStudio Player that I want to talk about. There are UI and UX enhancement. Now, downloaded app will be played when you tap on the card. If you remember, if there's the card, normally you have to click on the play button on the bottom right corner of the card. But now you can simply tap anywhere in the card to play the app. Also, app running inside the player can now access information from players such as portal URL, and then all the credential, username, and client ID and token. You know what it means? It means that if you log in AppStudio Player, that means that we can share the same login inside the app that is running on the inside AppStudio Player. I think that is really cool for you who like to run app inside Player and then deploy and distribute it inside Player. Next, I have a nice little demo using our map viewer template. This is a new features that we have for map viewer template. This is the offline map area. I'm going to switch to my iPad again. And I have this iPad that has the offline map area app here. I'm going to click on it. This is a map viewer. This is a map viewer app. I just want to make sure many of you should know that in ArcGIS Enterprise and ArcGIS Online, the web map now support something called offline map area, where you specify areas in the web map where you want it to be available for downloaded online. For this example, I've specified these 3 areas, which is the whole Esri campus, Building Q, and Redland Mall as a downloadable offline area. The way to bring up this menu is to by clicking on this top right corner. There is a download icon on the top. This is a new icon in Map Viewer. I tap on that, it automatically detects if there are any map area that icon will appear, and then it will show you list of MMPK that is available for this web map. I've already downloaded the Building Queue mobile map package. I'm going to show you the mobile map package. If you click open, now you can interact with this mobile map package offline. You could update the mobile map package. You could also do a measure tool. You could see what is the length from one end to the other of a building queue. You can see that it is about 0.04 miles. You can also take a screenshot and then do more measurement and then take a screenshot and get the screenshot and then share the screenshot with someone else. I think that's really cool. What do you guys think? I feel like this is one of my favorite new features in 4.2. It brings the offline capability to a whole new level. The other demo that I have, which is our new sample, utility network tracing. Because we upgraded to the latest runtime 100.7, it comes with the utility network functionality. One of the cool functionality is to be able to do tracing. So I'm going to show you here. I'm going to go back to my iPad again. I'm going to exit out of this map viewer. As you can see, it's not here because we have made this a sample. And AppStudio's player comes with all of the sample, all of 80 sample available in your fingertips. The easiest way to look for a sample is by searching them. I'm going to search this. I already searched utility, and then I find this find features utility network sample. I'm going to run this sample without downloading it. So now I have this utility network sample here that is already running. So I'm going to add a barrier here, maybe add a barrier, another one here, and then I'm going to add a starting location, maybe here, and then I'm going to do a trace. And now the trace is completed. As you can see that the tracing is completed to that starting location, but the area on the right is cut off because we added barriers for that. And I know a lot of our utility network customer would be very happy to know that now you can do utility network tracing offline on a mobile phone. This is very cool. I think it's really huge. Let me go out and go back to the slide. The next demo I have is to show you a Bluetooth device. Earlier, we show you a cool video on a Bluetooth device where we send data from a phone to a Bluetooth device. In that case, we are sending a screenshot or even string, and then those screenshot and string will be printed in Bluetooth printer. Now we're going to show you the other way, where the Bluetooth device is sending us data to our app via Bluetooth device. So I'm going to go back to my iPad now again. I go back to my iPad. This is AppStudio player. I'm going to exit. For this demo, I'm going to, since this is recording, I'm going to open a camera to show you the Bluetooth device. So I have a Bluetooth device here. Hello. This is the Bluetooth device, and this is an RFID tag that we have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scan this RFID tag using the RFID reader, and then it's going to send you the ID of this RFID tag, and then based on this ID, it's going to do an asset tracing in a map, where the map will be pan and zoom based on the ID of the RFID tag. So let's now go back to the demonstration. So I'm going to do it, and then we're going to show you the app that's running on this iPad as well. Right. So the app is actually here. I have this app that will discover the RFID tag. So now we know this technology solution UK1128 is this RFID text. I'm going to connect to it. Now it is connecting. I'm going to scan this RFID tag. Let me connect again. I've been connecting to this device for quite a bit, just making sure that everything is still connected in Bluetooth. Oh, it's not connected, so let me connect first. So the first thing you need to do, you need to connect your device to the, and then it's to the Bluetooth devices, and then we're going to open this again, and then connecting. Let me kill this app. There you go. Let me get a different tag. There you go. So it reads that ID, and then that is the features that is associated to this ID, and that feature is highlighted. So now I'm going to scan the other tag that we have on the other side of this room, and then now it reads a different ID, and then it pans to a different features on the map. How cool is that? Let me go back to this one. Now it goes back to there, and I click this. It goes back to there. Normally in a big crowd, I'll get a clap, but this is just recording. So that is the cool demo that I have to show you the Bluetooth capability in AppStudio, where we can both receive and send data to a Bluetooth device. All right. So I'm going to go back to my slide now. And then that's all the demo that I have with all of the functionality that we have today with AppStudio 4.2. And now I want to pass it on to Sudesh, where Sudesh is going to show you a sneak peek into a new features that we are currently working on, that Sudesh is currently working on, or is a cool research topic that we're currently working on and will be released in the future. With this, I'm going to pass it on to Sudesh.
Thank you, Erwin. I'm really excited to show off some of the brand new things that we have been working on. First, I'll be covering machine learning in AppStudio, which comprises of image classification and object detection, and followed by a short demo. Then I'll be giving you a glimpse into speech recognition capabilities. AppStudio relies on TensorFlow for its machine learning capabilities. As you might already know, TensorFlow is an open source deep learning framework that provides state-of-the-art offline capabilities on the edge devices. They are not only highly portable but are also scalable across multiple platforms. TensorFlow also provides a way to access these low-level APIs that lets you define tensors and perform inference. In AppStudio, they are supported across all the platforms. That means now you can use the same model to perform an inference seamlessly on both desktop and mobile platforms. It is compatible with a TF Lite, which is the format for a TensorFlow Lite model. In AppStudio, you can perform image classification, that is, identifying the main characteristics of an image to determine a class that you specified via labels. Whereas, in an object detection problem, it identifies the multiple objects or features in an image and renders a bounding box denoting the type of the object. By the way, they work completely offline and you can run them in a completely disconnected environment. Let me demonstrate a face detection app that identifies face on the screen via a video output. So basically I have a camera and of which I can see the video output, and I'm just gonna hover over the device to detect the face. So let me show you with a simple app. I'll just switch to the iPad. So this is my face detection app. So it opens the camera. So now, as you can see, it's able to identify face. As you can see, it's also drawing a bounding box along with the label face, and it's also giving you a percentage, the degree of accuracy. So, I mean, I just used a simple face detection model, TF-Lite model, and all I need to do is use the API, and that's it. And also turn on the camera capabilities, and you're good to go.
And you can also use your own model by using this. Just simply swap the model, right, Siddharth?
Absolutely. So this is compatible with any model. So in this case, I use face detection. You can use pretty much like face recognition or anything.
Earlier today, you guys saw a different model that's being used for our plenary demo by Chris, showing a leaf detection demo where it detects the type of tree based on the leaf.
Exactly. So let me go back to the slides and let's continue. So next, speech recognition. Hey, have you ever used a Siri or a Google Assistant or Cortana? Now you can take advantage of this technology in your app. In simple terms, speech recognition is a black box which has the ability to transcribe a speech into a text output. We support this feature both online and offline. Some of the common use case where you would use a speech recognition in your app is, for example, if you just want to have a dictation capability, or designing a hands-free mode, or even as simple as mapping a speech output to an action. Currently, we support this feature on Android, iOS, and Windows. So let me actually show you a demo of an app with the speech recognition capabilities where I'll be giving certain commands and the app will take an action based on the output. So I'll switch back to my iPad. So I go back to I open the app. So now all I need to do is start talking. Base map. Base map. Zoom in. Zoom out. Help. Find Starbucks. Home. Okay, so as you saw in the previous demo, all I did was I just had like few keywords and I just mapped them to like certain things in my app, and it was able to identify my speech and it was able to perform that action. So it was as simple as that.
Yeah, so if we think about this, what we're currently working on is a speech to text. We used to have speech text to speech, but now we were able to transcribe the speech that you say, and then now based on that we actually do some action in the app, and also to do that action, and also we speech it back, we say it back saying that we have done this action. So now you said do this, like let's say zoom in, and then the map will actually zoom in, and then the map will say back, I have zoomed in.
Yes, I mean you could or add all those capabilities. I mean,
Yep.
The possibilities are endless.
Yep.
So thank you. That's all I had to share. To be honest, I really can't wait what you guys will build with these cool new features. Over to you, Irvin.
Yep. I just want to summarize everything. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We hope you test all of the new features that we have in 4.2, and we can't wait to release all of this new feature that Siddharth just showed. If you have any question or feedback, feel free to email us at appstudiofeedback@esri.com or leave your comment on GeoNet. You can also follow us on Twitter to keep up to date with the latest information and let us know about the app that you built, and we can put it in AppStudio Showcase. Thank you, everyone. We're going to end this session now. Thank you.
Thank you.